stuff, huh? Hello, everybody. GrayStillPlays. We're back with more brick rigs. In the land of brick rigs, sometimes people say that I enjoy blowing things up too much. The only response that I have for that is that great minds think alike. Over here, this is known as the anything destroyer. It's either the anything or the everything destroyer. Hold on, let me hop off the old pilot seat right quick. We have some, there's some odd, there it is, the anything annihilator, of course, why not? There's some weird stuff going on right now in the workshop, where it's not showing some of the creators for some reason as the author. I do believe this is by Sideways, however. Sideways with a 1 in the eye. Supposedly, anything that should go inside of this glorious behemoth beast will be completely obliterated as it's spat out the other end. There's like grinders and cutters and I don't know. We're just gonna, we need a test subject. We need someone who's prepared to lay down their life for the cause. All right, we've got this lovely police car over here by Dad Dayanot. Very interesting name. Either way, it looks pretty legit. Ready to protect, it says. The city of brick rigs. Oh, ooh, okay, a little bit too much power right there. Need to go through the police academy about how to drive. Now, is this too big to fit through our little entryway over here? No, I think we'll be all right. Just kind of load on in here. We may lose a little side view mirror too. How far in do I have to get this before the potential for sadness is immediately unveiled? Apparently, it's just sad enough trying to get through this front door area. So, once the police car is somewhat close to the innards, let's, I don't know what you really have to do. Start pressing some buttons here. Maybe things will happen. Oh, there's a freaking switch that you're supposed to press. It says it'll shred anything that fits in. Technically, this doesn't really fit in that good, but... Okay, never mind. It's fitting in just fine now. Hold on, let me, look at the giant pounding double mallet of destruction over there. Let me see if I can get back into the driver's seat. Slow things down a little bit. Let me see if I can, oh, no. Okay. Oh, wow, I should have. Now, you're supposed to put invincibility on the anything destroyer, which I totally forgot to do. So right now, all the little, like, it looks like nails just hammered into the wall. All those little nails and stuff like that are coming apart in droves. All right, now that we know how it works, this classic police cruiser should be just fine. It's a little bit more narrow on the sides. Hit the switch of destiny. Hop back inside of the driver's seat. You really need some good insurance to be this guy. But you know what? For science, he's gonna get it done. I don't even know if we're gonna look at the stuff in the, whoa, okay! Oh no. Okay, I just want to get through the crushers. If we could just get the vehicle somehow through the crushing things over there. Hold on, let me see if I regenerate it real quick. Can I get any further? No. All right, let's try and get some speed. Here we go. Get through there. Get in there. Oh, yeah, the car just got split in half. Maybe we need like a plane or something, but it'd be tough to get a plane in there unless you came in like sideways. Okay, can we fit the Nyan Cat inside? This is actually gonna be pretty tough. All right, we have to time this like just right. All right, here we go. I'm gonna try and go forth now. Look at it, it's like a slice of bread going into a friggin' toaster oven over here. Just barely small enough to fit through the first portion. Oh, Nyan Cat. Oh, you poor Pop-Tart laden feline. It's kind of going inside. The grinder's starting to shove it on through. The Nyan Cat's gonna make it. Look at this. It's our furthest progressor right now. And inside of the heart of sadness, all of the various pummeling spike-like protrusions begin to crush his poor animalistic head. Oh, it's starting to split in half. Oh, the rainbow. Oh, you can see our driver's seat. I've never actually seen where you sit inside of the Nyan Cat. So now that the Pop-Tart has legitimately been split in half and our little dude is coming pouring out over here. If you ever wondered what it was like inside of a Nyan Cat, this is what it looks like. All of the smoke producing special effects appear to be on the bottom of our pilot seat. Gem ZS3. created this glorious piece of architecture. It's a bridge, and it looks pretty legit too. It's got 6 lanes on it. Feels very naked though. Because if we're gonna do something spectacular to this bridge, I feel like it needs to be slightly more lively. I've begun putting a car up here. I think we're gonna need a lot more. Luckily, there's plenty to go around. We've got a nice bus over here. Make a nice big traffic jam. Maybe I'll even throw some of our lovely assistants so that they can be present for what we're gonna blow this up with. Oh, and we're gonna blow it up with something majestic too. Something I've never used to blow anything up before. Oh yeah. Things are starting to come alive over here. We got the police blockade. You know, the bridge is out of service. We've got several barricades up. We're starting to make this place come alive. We got a nice hauling truck. Got an old style car. The school bus. Pepe's Tacos made it in here because it always has to. Nice little sporty mobile. Need a few more though. Okay. I think we're set. We've got traffic backed up. We have 2 squads of rioters going on over here. The police are deployed. I don't know how this is all tied together. It's all gonna get blown up though, so it should be just fine. The news crew down below looking up in horror as the scene unfolds, recording everything. And then what should suddenly happen to the quiet town of Bricksville? Well, quiet. I got the star to appear without destroying the entire scene. Setting this up was actually a giant pain. So hopefully the explosion is fairly... Oh, you know what? I wonder if we can get 2 stars. Like 1 on either side. 2 out of 5 stars. Right over here. Maybe on the back end, and then we can have them both blow up. Okay. 2 red dwarf stars are in place. There's the scene. Let's try and make this happen. Oh, God. Oh. Things are already starting to happen. Okay, here we go. Detonation number 1. Oh, no. Hold on. Let me see if I can get the second one to detonate. Hold on. I think we might be able to do this. There she goes. The double star detonation. The entire bridge begins to fall on its side. The struts of one portion have collapsed, and the entirety of everything that was on it, people and all. Actually, the rioters over there are still in one piece for the most part. Look at all the cars go flying, though. This poor sports car slams into the ground, tires derping out a little bit. The school bus is floating in the background over there. I think there's part of it. One of the tractor trailers coming down. Yeah, look at this group of rioters. They're falling in synchronized. It's like almost like its own sport or something like that. It's like synchronized exploding. They're doing quite well though. I think that the entirety of this giant bridge held up pretty well, I think. Now, I don't know what would happen if, like, let's say you connected several of these bridges together. We may be able to do that. I don't know if we could have quite so many cars, though. Look at the bricks and the sadness laying on the ground. Everyone's... What is this? Is this one of the stars? Didn't I blow you up? That's odd. It blew up, and then it just kind of like... Oh, they both blew up, but they're both fine. Okay. All right, I need to double check something. If we blow this up, does it explode or does it just continue to exist? Let's find out. Okay. Yeah, it does. Look, it explodes. But oh, there it goes. It has to hit something. It explodes really good, but the sun continues to exist in this world somehow until it gets cracked open like an overripe piece of orange. Look at it. All the peels and stuff are just flying around now. We got one building down from that. It actually wasn't that bad. Just from a sun exploding, you'd expect a lot more pain and suffering. But for the most part, I think everything turned out quite... Wow. Look at those bricks blow up. But I think everything turned out quite okay. Now, Rooney and Spamtrack had made car haulers over here, which actually works out really well. Because it's a great way to get, like, a lot of cars in one area all at the same time. And what better way to blow all of this glory up? I tried to put 2 bridges down. I think there's like 2,500 bricks. No, I think it's between 2,500 and like 6,000 bricks per bridge. There's a lot of bricks. So the more you get on there, the more difficult it kind of works. But over here, Timo's strategy has crafted for us something called, I think it's called like the derp tank or something. Where's my C? The destructive derp tank. There it is. Supposedly, all you have to do is fire the cannons of destiny, and all sorts of horror will befall all those that oppose it. Now, if I've learned anything from Timo Strategy's creations, sometimes you have to put him on invincibility, because should his deadly cannons begin to explode of their own volition, it can potentially crash your game. Now, I think this tread design over here, we've been seeing a lot. It's been working out pretty good, though, for the most part. Now, how do you aim this? Oh, here we go. It's like 2 little eyes we're looking through. Now, does this mean that we're going to miss, or should we be even closer? Let's be a little bit closer. Right here. This is perfect. Right there. Okay. Slow things down. Let's see what happens when the derp tank comes to town. Fire the double derp cannons. Hold on. Oh, it's like a chain reaction of explosions. Okay. Some of the cars still seem to be okay. The bridge is slowly starting to collapse in on itself in the middle over here and stuff like that. Oh, the support beams are starting to go down. No, part of the bridge is still okay. Over here, the rear end sagging a little bit. The tower itself starting to collapse. But oh, there's one car. One car started to tilt off like a part of Final Destination movie or something. One car started to tilt on off and then it fell to the ground. There goes an axle or some such. Let's, when you have to reset this after you fire it, because holy crap. The cannons just get shot right up into the eternity up there. All right, let's go ahead and move this thing slowly back down. If we can just barely get underneath like this, that may be pretty insane. Right about here. All right, let's see if we can fire it. There it is. The double derp cannon demolition as the bricks and pieces and cars and hopes and dreams go flying. There is a lot of fire that's spreading right now. A lot of fire. For the most part, though, everything blew up pretty smoothly. Oh, there goes the derp cannons in the distance blowing up against all the hills and everything. Everything blew up pretty smoothly, I would say. Okay, this is something you should never do. Levitating derp cannon. Go. It just shaved off the tops of all the car carriers. There goes all the extra gunfire in the distance over there. You know, I don't think it did that bad. I think for the most part, everything seems to be, like the bridge is still somehow holding it together. That's incredible. All right. Let's finish it off with the dwarf sun. The sun slowly starting to come down into the atmosphere. Sadness and regret to be had by all. And then there's the explosion. Okay, that explosion I think probably got the, yep. Totally obliterated the bridge. That explosion got it. That time the sun took care of everything. And look at that, it's so strange. The sun blows up, but it doesn't damage itself. I've never seen anything like that. Usually when stuff blows up, it just turns into absolute, like, nothingness. And what's weird is, it's not even because it's on invincibility or anything. Let's, hold on. If I could follow, if it ever hits the ground. I was gonna say, if the sun ever hits the ground, you're gonna watch it crack open like a watermelon. Here, what was that? Here it comes. Right into the side of the hill, full speed. Bloop! Just falls straight apart, just not when it's blowing up. So people are always telling me to praise the sun, so we're gonna do it. Look at this meeting of the minds over here. We've got Pikachu, one of the Five Nights at Freddy's characters. We've got the Uganda Knuckles, and we have Bob from our own beloved Bricksville, all centered around this glorious dwarf star over here. They're all impressed by how beautiful and lovely it is. But what should happen when these 4 poor souls get too close? All of the memes in one place. And now it's time to make them know. You don't screw around in Bricksville. I think Bob got it the worst. Poor Bob's actually like a citizen of this place. And he got turned to dust. Pikachu seems to have taken it quite well. This Foxy, is that the name of the character over there? I think part of the head got popped off, or that may be Ugandan Knuckles. There it is. Ugandan Knuckles' body, his headless body is just catapulted through the air, flipping around. His arms, his sad broken pieces falling to the ground. And Bob got turned into nothing. He was obliterated completely. I can't believe it. Bob took it the hardest. Everyone else, at least, like, parts of them are around. But poor Bob got, like, he left. It's almost like he resigned from Brick Rigs. He's like, that's it. This is the final explosion, Gray. I'm done. I've had enough. You could find plenty of other volunteers in Bricksville to help you with your experiments, but I'm not going to deal with it any longer. Crowds have come from far and wide to praise this odd entity which has appeared in Bricksville. The police feel that something sinister may be afoot, so they're trying to keep everyone back. Little did they know this amount of distance was not going to be enough to save the day. I kind of wondered what it would be like if I took like hundreds of Brick Rigs people and surrounded this thing with it. I'm not sure if they're close enough to really feel the full power, but let's find out. Here we go. Nope. They were told the police did it. All the police cars got vaulted into the people like rockets. The force of the impact shot the police cars through all the people. That's what did the damage. It wasn't actually the explosion. It was the fact that the police were surrounding the explosion. Wow. The wheels got, look at this. The police car got blown out of its wheels. All four wheels are still here, like moving together. That's crazy. It's like that in all the areas. Look, all four tires are here. In every instance, it's just the police car that's gone. That's really neat. Okay, I don't think I've ever blown a police car out of its wheels. Some of the people are still okay. I think this crowd over here probably got it the worst. All right, for what's left, we're gonna try and go for like a chain reaction here with all the people and these stars. Let's see what happens. I don't know if this is gonna work in the end, but I'm gonna give it a shot. All right, there goes the first one. No, it doesn't look like the stars all blow up together, which means I would have to do them individually. Actually, I may be able to make that happen. Hold on. Okay. Oh, I've got them all blowing up in super slow motion. You have no idea. I'm at the slowest you can possibly get right now. So these people that are flying through the air are really flying through the air right now. Go ahead and speed it up just a little bit. Oh, there goes the particles. Oh, it is. It's like a giant supernova. All of their pieces raining into the sky. What was that? There was like another explosion. Oh, wow. I think one of the shrapnel hit the fuel tank so hard that it blew up one of the fuel tanks. Like if I go full speed right now, everything would just disintegrate. So I'm going to move a little bit more, a little bit more. There we go. Now I think everything's moving quite well. And then we'll speed it up real fast. There it is. Disintegrated. Another fuel tank got exploded. There's actually, look at this. There's one group of people over here that are still standing. You got like 5 people over here. 2 dudes, this guy's leaning on this guy's shoulder like, I've had enough of Bricksville. Let's move to California. And over here, these 2 guys are, this is odd. They're like right in the middle of everything and they were totally fine. And then there's a little crowd over here that managed to survive. All right. Well, I found part of the police car. Part of the police car that was removed from its own wheels. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of Brick Rigs where we got to see the explosive power of a red dwarf star. Pretty legit for the most part. Anyway, folks, until the next time, stay foxy and much love.